Hi everyone, in today's video we're going to have a go at modelling this Lego Yoshi inside of Fusion. So the modelling side of things will be done in Fusion. We'll then take it over to Blender, have a go at unwrapping everything, applying materials, and then setting up a nice quality render. Hope you enjoy it. If you got any questions, please let me know. So first thing we're going to do is bring our reference image. So we can either do that by just coming up here to click on the canvas there or insert own canvas. I'm going to find my reference image, which I've got down here. I'm going to put it on this side plane, click on the side down here, flip it around and just make it a little bit bigger. I'm not too worried about it being the right size yet. I'm just going to bring it a little bit bigger, just bring it up to sit on the top like that. The next thing I'm going to do is hit save and call this something like that, so that way autosave's kicked in. So the first thing we're going to do is essentially sketch out the 2D profile of all of these individual bricks. So I'm going to click on sketch, just click on this, and then basically it's using a lot of lines and circles. So you go to create and line there, or keyboard shortcut L. So I was going to hit L on my keyboard. It doesn't matter where you start, but I'm essentially going to just start following along. Close to the reference as much as I can. So I'm going to do individual bricks. The key thing I want to do here is make sure one, everything matches up. So here you can see it doesn't. You have to modify and extend, just extend that bit. I'm going to hit T to trim to get those bits off. So that's the overall bit there. So I've not done this one here. But I want to actually do the individual bricks as well. So I'm going to go across here. You come up like that. There's anywhere where there's separation, where this clearly is separate bricks. Sorry, that's where I'm going to come across. And I'm going over because sometimes if you go a bit too close to a line, anytime meet, it tries to snap onto certain points. It doesn't always snap where you want it to. So I'm going over a little bit so I can do it that way. I'm not going to leave. I'm going to do this bit, but I'm not going to do this bit yet. So I'm going to leave that a little bit later. Previous. I'm not going to do the arms yet. I'm not going to do the shell yet. I'm not going to do the cheeks just yet. I want to get this idea of the actual block of everything first. So let's come up. I'll make sure those line up. And these ones here, I'm just going to do it as a normal square rectangle because we'll fill these edges round. So don't worry if they're not matching up like that. So that come across there. We're going to trim that section off. We want those to line up. Like that. Okay, so we've got the rough shape of where most of the bricks are going to go. There's certain parts we'll do separately. So we'll do the bits on the shell and the bits on the back of the neck and the feet separately. But for now, hover over, if it highlights, that means it's a close profile. We can start to actually turn it into a 3D object if you want. So you can do that by either clicking Finish Sketch go to create an extruder. It's keyboard shortcut E. And what you can do, so you don't even need to finish that sketch. If I go back into this sketch, if I just hit E now, it'll finish the sketch for me. So I'm going to pick one, doesn't matter which one to begin with. We'll just grab, I'll be the nose. And what I'm going to do is set it to symmetric, so it's going to be the same on both sides, and drag it out. Now I don't have a reference image for the front, so I'm kind of just going to go by what I feel will be about right. So I'm going to do something like that. Click it OK. Now once we've done that, Fusion thinks we're finished with the sketch, and the sketch has just disappeared. So what we're going to do is come under sketches, turn the eyeball back on, like that. And now it's pretty much the same thing. We're going to hit E to extrude. Now, I know what measurement I did, but say you didn't, you could just click on that edge and it will automatically do the same. If I go into symmetric, do that. So it's the exact same measurement, but it's trying to join it. So I go from join and put that to new body, like that. So now it's a case of just repeating that step. So what we're going to do is just go along, click on each one, go to symmetric, and go to new body. There's a bit of rinse and repeat of this bit, just sort of block it all out. Because all we're trying to do is, first of all, make sure everything is symmetrical, and we want the middle of the body to be the middle of the actual like workspace. So when we do like symmetry, things like that, it makes it a lot easier. So there's nothing super exciting or complicated to explain for this particular bit. It's just a case of making sure that it's symmetrical and they are separate bodies. So we want to make sure, turn the sketch off so you can see what's going on. They are separate bricks. That's the key thing that we want at the minute. So I'm going to turn it back on, keep working our way around. If I remember when I'm editing this, I will speed this up, although I always say that and then I always forget. Make sure it's symmetrical. See if I can do it at the same time to speed it up a little bit. I think as long as these pieces don't touch, so I'm about to do those two at the same time. Okay, it's going to your body. Trig. Last one. Okay. So if we have a little look around, you can see we've kind of got the rough sort of shape that we want. I'm just going to start to shape a few more of these. So I'm going to turn that sketch off now, we don't need it. I can press the eyeball. If I hit F to fill it, I'll come to modify and fill it there, but keyboard shortcut F. I'm going to grab tips of nose and drag in to round that off a little bit. Like that, just going to give that a bit more shape. Same with his tummy. Up a little bit. Like that. The same up here as well. So let's grab this bit, come to the top. Like that. It's starting to take a bit more shape. What we'll then do is let's have a go at doing his tail here. So I'm going to go to construct, offset plane, or you can just click on that. That's the automatic one there. I'll to drag up so this line here is in line with that. I'm going to create a sketch. And all I'm going to do is hit P to project that cube. L to the line just to find the middle and just draw it down. And the whole point of doing that is just so I can get this particular dot. I'm then going to create a sketch again on this plane and straight away just finish sketch because that means there's now a sketch plane on there. So I'm going to create loft, click on that surface, and then I click on that dot, and you can see we're looking okay. To turning off sketches in Canvas for a second. It's just drawing that together like that. Now at the minute, obviously, they're not looking very like Lego brick-like because they're not rounded. We will round those off as we're going through. I just want to get an overall rough shape of everything to begin with. Right, let's do like the spine bit. Let's go to, maybe do rectangle. Hit R on the keyboard or create rectangle. I'm going to go 2-point rectangle and we'll click there, then drag out. But I'll actually probably want to drag that there, like that. Let's hit E to extrude. Don't need to go to the sketch. We'll do symmetric again, and it's not going to come all the way out. It's going to come a little bit, so something like that. And again, your body. You want to round that off, so I'm going to hit F to fill it, grab those surfaces, and drag around to round it off. Like that. And I want 2 of those, so what I can do is open my bodies folder. That's body 16. I can do Control C, Control V to copy and paste, and drag down, bring position like that. So we've got most of the rough bits done. Let's have a go at doing his bit. We are also going to make those little insert bits that look like it's actually like connected together. Let's do our tail. So our shell roller. What we're going to do is alpha line. Or supposed to say people project and grab those two surfaces. And the reason for doing that is so that I can grab that dot there, do a line middle to middle there. And that just means that when I hit C for circle, I know it's going to be right in the middle, which is what we want. I'm going to hit E to extrude, profiles, bring that up. It's a new body again. And then just hit that surface, hit E to extrude again, drag up. I'll change that to new body. We'll do it one more time. Grab that, hit E to extrude, drag up again. New body, like that. So I think the next best thing to have a go at doing, let's do a hole where the arms are going to go. To create a sketch on this surface here, I'm going to do C for circle and then click here to 2-point circle and just click top there, like that. Hit E to extrude, and I can just drag that all the way out, like that. Got a hole where the arms are going to go. So let's, without while we're doing it, let's do the arms. So we want to create like the arm profile. So let's go to construct. And we're going to go to axis through a cylinder, just so we can get that line there. Then I can construct and plane at an angle. So I can click on that and click on OK. That just means that's right in the middle. I'm then going to create a sketch on that plane and hit L for line and just sort of draw out roughly sort of shape of the arm that we want. But we don't want it to be too long because we're going to do the hand as well. It's going to be something like that. We're going to finish sketch. So we've got the profile there. What we want to do is create a sketch. Oh, no, can't selected then. Create a sketch on this profile here. And I'm going to finish sketch. So that means there's now this circle here. I'm going to go to create. We'll go to sweep, grab that profile. I can grab that path like that. you see what's going on. We're starting to get our art. Now we may need to play around with that a little bit. Let's have a little look. I'm going to cancel that. Like that. So that's going to create sweep. Depending on the sort of shape on the arm you're after. That looks a bit more like it. So we don't, because we're going to have the hand, we don't want it to be too long because the hand starts like that. So in fact, we'll do a little bit longer. Click OK, because then we can cut it off. Okay, so what we'll do, create a sketch just on this bottom plane here and hit help align and just do a line, right? Like that. Because then what we can do is go to split body, grab that. We can remove this one. We've got our bodies folder open. It tells us it's that one, so I can turn that off. So now see we've got that sort of profile. That. So we also want to, I'm going to hit F to fill it and just try and fill it this a little bit. It's not going to let me, so let's do a little bit. But yeah, a little bit. Like that, so it's a bit more rounded. I'm also going to go to modify and chamfer edge, and what we're going to do is do two distances. So I can drag that down a bit. I can drag that back. So it's got a bit of a taper going towards his hand. Like that. And then hopefully we'll fill this a little bit as well. I always find the best thing with Fusion is start low and keep going until at some point it won't let you do the fillet. It just means you've got a clean transition, basically, so when you're actually modeling it, you don't end up with like any weird sharp edges, which we don't want. Okay. So we've got an arm. Let's then just do our hand. So we'll do, same as we did before, we're going to construct an axis for a cylinder. Oh, it won't quite let us do that, that's fine. What we'll do is, let's create a sketch on this profile here. Find the middle. Like that. Create a sketch. And then we can go to construct and plane at an angle. Like that, which means it's going to be right in the middle where the hand is. So the hand is literally just create a sketch. A circle, so I'm going to see the circle. Go to 2-point circle. Do an offset and bring that in. Not quite stick, like that. Right in the middle. And then I'm just going to use that to come straight up. Then I hit T on my keyboard to trim so I can cut all these extra bits. Away. Like that. So we look like a hand profile. I'm going to hit E to extrude. Go out with that. Bring that up. A little bit clearer, and we'll do symmetric. Okay. So we've got what looks like a hand. I want the arm to connect to it. I've got, see here I've got these sketches open. I can then turn off these sketches with the eyeball so it's not in the way. I'm going to grab this profile, hit E to extrude, and just drag it in like that. I'm going to join them, but not just yet. I'm going to hit new body first. I want to, hopefully it will let me fill it these. I'm not coming out that much there. There you go. Then let's join those together. Now, let me visit this transition. Oh wait, that's not joined yet, is it? So let's combine that and that. There we go. So let's do it. What? Okay, so we've got one Lego arm. What we may do is let's modify scale, make it a little bit smaller. And or maybe not. Let's just take that, right click, move copy. Then I'm just going to rotate, move into position. Like that. One arm. Mirror that across. I'm going to create mirror. And this is what I did, make sure our model was right in the middle. Let that mirror play in. Okay. So yeah, now we've got two arms. Let's then come over to this part here. And what we're going to do is actually get rid of that bit because we want it to be like a cone. So we're going to create sketch, hit P to project to grab that profile, L to line to find the middle of it. I'm going to come up like that. I'm going to create arc, 3-point arc, and just click there, and in the middle. Finish sketch, and we'll revolve, so create and revolve, so we'll just grab half that profile, grab that one, and revolve it round, like that, so I got one more rounded. Let's then combine these two together. Not so, combine these two together. What we'll do is, I think the best way, construct tangent plane, create sketch, P for projects, and then it's gonna just by hand offset this line slightly. L, you come down like that, and we're going to mirror that across. Like that. And then let's split body, grab that body. Let's just edit that sketch properly. Let's trim that bit off, that bit off. Finish sketch. Then let's go to split body. Like that, but we want to have that all the way around. So let's go to create pattern, circular pattern, change that to features, do that split body. And hopefully if we do 2. No? Okay, so what we'll do then, let's create pattern, circular pattern, body. Like that. We'll take this body, hide it. And then we're going to combine two bodies we just did, like that. And then we're going to take this one, right click and isolate. Create a sketch on this bottom, see circle. And then we're going to take this and extrude it inwards. So we've got that bit that's all like We shall hit F. Fillet. Well, I don't think no, we don't want to do the fillet just yet, do we? I think let's honestly, I think we've got this body here. So we're going to do combine cuts. So we're going to say cut this one with that, except set it to cut, but keep the tool. Because then if I turn that one off, sorry, I need to turn off my camera for a second. I think I've got two of the same thing going on. It's this one here. Okay. So what I don't want then are these ones. Let's take this and remove. Right click and remove. There we go. So what I can do is going to combine, say that one and that one. Cut but keep. Now if I were to turn that off, you see what happens. It's now cut into it. So it looks like it's actually connected, which is what we want. Let's start adding a few fillets to everything. So what we're going to do, that would be better if we take this and isolate it first. Right click and isolate. To fillet. One's probably about right. Depending on the size you've made it, your fillet might be slightly different if you are following along. I'm holding down control just so I can select multiple at the same time. Click on OK. We'll probably also going to give this a quick little fillet as well. Like that. Then I can unisolate. Bring that back. Let's hide this. Do fillet. Okay, back. Now you can see now I have what looks like pieces that are connected together. Do you want to do though? Let's grab that as well. Like that. So let's have a look next. Look at my other reference image, my other screen. So I'm trying to see the best way to go about what to do next. Let's do the cheek. Create sketch. See the circle. I go 2-point circle again. Come down here to there. Hit E to extrude. Add like a profile. Come out a little bit. Add that to new body. Okay. We'll have to fill it. I'll do part 1. Like that. Okay. Let's start adding our ugly bits at the top. Create a sketch up here, and we'll just find the middle where the underline go across here. Then hit the shape circle to drag out until it looks about right. E to extrude. You have to drag up. Now we can fill it. Those a bit more. Okay. Let's pattern or mirror that. So let's go to create, mirror, features, like those, mirror plane, click OK. Now we've got two of them. You can see now it's starting to take shape a bit more. We also want to make sure the stomach needs to be split. So it needs to be like this. So let's finish sketch, and then we go to split body. Select that first. Turn back to sketch. Split body again. Like that. So we've now got separate pieces. And the same up here as well. So let's split this. So when you do split, you don't have to draw across by the entire split. It's going to be any side line will do. So you could do like a mill thick line if you really wanted to. Just actually separate like that. So now let's start to do the actual bits. We'll turn off all the bodies. These bits here, so it looks like it's Lego. Essentially, that's joined together. So let's take this piece here. Let's isolate it. We don't need to do this to every piece, just the bits that you can see on the reference. So I'm going to just go around, do shell, something like that. And then unisolate, come out to the side. I'm going to create a sketch and just roughly draw where I want the circle to be. Something like that. We'll see how it looks in a second. You drag up like that. I'm going to set that to the new body. Because then what you can do, if you're not happy with the position that's in, if I turn the sketch back on, I can actually move the sketch around. So I can actually delete that constraint first of all. What I could do is move that around, and this extrude will move around a bit more as well. There's something, I don't want a lot of it sticking out. Don't want that constraint there. Then like that. And then what we'll do is let's go to combine, set to cut, target body U, tool body U. We'll keep it. Because then what we're going to try and do, if this works hopefully, take this, isolate. Let's fill it. These, like that. Let's just try 0.2. 0.2 works well. Let's try that. And isolate. There you see it kind of shows you it joined together. We'll turn that sketch off. Let's then combine these two together. But so that's combined and we don't need to keep it. Let's fill it like that. That's now together. Rather than do that again, we'll just take this body
let's turn off our canvas, take this body, remove, create, mirror, take this body, we'll take that mid plane across there, set that to new body. Now I've got that on both sides. We haven't got that bit there, so what we can do is split this body. Again, use that mid plane there. Take this off, right click and remove, and then let's create mirror body, and then we can just grab this edge here. I'm going to go to new body first, otherwise it will join everything together, which we don't want, and then let's combine like that. Because if we didn't join, everything it's touching would have joined, which we don't want. Okay, so we've got that bit that looks like it's joined together. We need to do the same on the shell and the stomach as well. Let's do this one. I'll isolate. Pretty much the same thing. Let's do a shell and isolate. Go to the front. Great sketch here. Circle. Yeah, we just want a little bit of it sticking out just so it looks, gives the illusion that it is Lego bricks, even though we know we did it all digitally. Drag up. That's new body again. Then let's combine cut. So target you, all you, set that to cut, keep. And then this one again, we can right click, isolate. Let's hit F to fill it. While we're doing this, just going around adding fillets to all edges to make them more Lego brick-like. Click OK. Let's isolate. Let's see, we've got that there now. Let's combine those two together, but set that to combine, and we don't need to click on keep anymore. Fill it. 2. This bit here we can remove. Take that, right click and remove. And same again, let's mirror that across. So I go to create, mirror, bodies, grab that, grab that one, and again set the new body. And again, we want to split this, so let's split body. Select this plane here. This side, remove. So right click, and remove. Let's then go to create, mirror, grab that one, grab it there, change the new body because we don't want it to stick together yet, and then combine those two together. Okay. So now we've got that bit. I may want to try it at the cheek, but I'm not sure yet. Let's just do the tail first. So let's just see if I can just grab those. Can I just isolate those ones? I can. Okay, perfect. What I did then was I right click, not right click, sorry. I left click but drag to the left so that anything it touches, it grabs. If you left click and drag to the right, you have to select the whole body rather than just touch it. So let's create sketch. Do the same sort of thing. Actually, first of all, I just want to take that, don't waste. That's body, 11, so let's hide that. Shell. Go back. Create sketch. Others. Just to make sure it's going to come right in the middle. That's it. P, object. We'll do it like there. Deep circle. E to extrude. Let's profiles like that. Back up. New body. And what I think we'll probably do, let's go to create, do pattern, vertical pattern, grab that, and grab this axis and do 4. Like that. Then let's go to cut tool bodies. We can grab multiple, so we'll grab these. So to cut, but keep tools. Now I can take that one. Let's just isolate. Billet. Okay. This one, okay. Isolate. Let's combine these together. Also, let's join. That. Or actually, because that's overlapping, what we probably need to do is combine those together as well. Let's hit F for fillet. Put 2. No. Let's take this. Isolate. Billet. There you go. Next that. Don't think I want this to be joined, do I? Let's isolate that. No, so let's split body like that. Combine those back together again. There we go. That was easy. Right, so we've got that. In fact, everywhere that I wanted to. Let's see if I can just change that. Which fitted. It's that. Let's see if I can go back in time and see. This one, edit feature. I've done point 2 already. Okay, fine. All right. So we've still got the feet to do. And I think I am going to do, well, attempt. So let's do this bit first as well. Which one was this? Yeah, there's a couple by 0.1. Let's create a sketch. P for project. So I can find the middle. L for line. I'm just going to do something like that. Take the C circle. E to extrude. Drag up. New body. Then let's create pattern. So I can pattern bodies. Take that. Axis. I can just use that. We set it to 4, so it's up there. We did 5, so it's up there, but then what we don't want to do, let's go to suppress. So I don't want these ones. You can't see them on the reference. So we'll just do that. Then let's do combine cuts. We want to keep the tools. Like that. Take this to isolate. Fill it. Go. Now I've not got a full circle there, so clearly when I did that extrude, I forgot to grab that. So which extrude was that? Feature, dot control, not that, grab that. There we go. Let's then combine you and you. Combine you and you. I'll fill it. 2, 2. Like that. We'll mirror that across. Well, let's do this. Big 2. So in fact, what we're going to want to do is let's split body again. We're going to split. Maybe this one is now split using that plane. Take this one here. Right click and remove. Create mirror bodies. Just do that. New body. And then combine. Oh, the same on this one here, so let's split body. Take this one. Right click and remove. Create mirror. Okay, combine them. And then we can just mirror that across. So that's going to create mirror. Like that. So, pretty much done. Last thing to do, second last thing to do would be to do the feet. And then we're just going to go and everything that we haven't filleted yet, we'll go around and fillet the edges. And then it's ready to have a go at texturing. So let's come on here. Sketch. I do circle, but let's P to project to grab both of those. Alpha line, so I'm going to right in the middle of both of them. Like that. I'm going to hit C for circle and just drag out big so I can get it. Like that. E to extrude. Grab all those profiles. Turn back on that canvas and drag down like that. This could be new body. While I'm here, I may as well delete those. Okay, so now let's do feet. That's pretty much, we're going to do one obviously, then move it across. So I'll just do a mirror line straight down there. So let's do, I guess, go across here, just so I know that's right in the middle. Leave a circle, and it's going to be big circle, and then a smaller circle. Like that. bit bigger. Something like that. Then let's, in fact, make it so they intersect like that. Hit T to trim those bits off like that, and let's fill it like that. Hit enter, and then let's offset this whole thing in a little bit. Bit of sketch. Let's do an offset on this profile. And down to how far down we want the feet to be, like that. Great sketch on this plane there. And we're going to hit P project and just grab the outside bit. Click on OK. So then if you come up, we've got those two profiles. Let's join those together by going to create loft, grab that profile. Now that profile, check I've got all of the profiles. Like that. Let's hit a new body. And then let's hit F to fill it around. Okay, why won't you let me fill it there? Let's take this, slit. Okay, so I didn't get all of that last. Let's feature. Don't look like that's rounded off slightly. There we go. Two. Like that. Let's fill it here a little bit as well. Isolate. And then let's mirror our feet, mirror plane. Then let's join those together. Let's join all this together. Right, so modeling side, we're done. Last thing before I start filling everything, I just want to take this. I think we're going to split this down like that. Split body. So back to a separate piece. Turn the canvas off, turn the sketches off. So we've got shape. So now all we need to do is just go around and finish filleting all these edges. So I was going to hit F, fillet, and just start working my way around. We did point 2. And a lot of these I can just start grabbing surfaces, holding no control, working your way around. Some of them you might need to do individually as well. If there's like, so this one I won't be able to click on that full face because it'll start intersecting with that. This face I can do, but these edges I won't be able to. Same with the top there. Seem to already have a bit of that actually to sort out. yes, if you get some of these errors, it's fine. You can do all the bits you can do, and then you can go back and sort of figure out why, because sometimes there's like a few lines that are messing up. Because it's okay. We'll sort of go in a bit more. So it's got to be all in one piece. That's the thing to look out for. Check you haven't got any duplicate pieces. To have to remove any pieces where we've accidentally got more than one, which happens. It's not a big deal. Just sometimes we do a lot of splitting bodies and mirroring across. It's quite easy to accidentally create extras. I think I've got an extra one there as well. Select. Yeah, this done. Split body. Turn sketch back on. There we go. Looks about like it. I think we may have got everything. Let's have a quick little look around. Okay, so where's this one not? Okay, so we'll split this. So let's the body there. Go. Nice light. That was the bit that was the error to begin with, wasn't it? Okay, so before I do anything else, I'm just going to take the ones we don't want anymore and right click and remove them, otherwise they're going to come over, start texturing, which we don't want. And still right click and remove rather than delete, because delete will start having loads of problems down in your history down here, which we don't want. Okay, so our Yoshi model is done. So I'm going to give this a save. Okay. So what we're going to do now is have a go at texturing it. So we're going to take it over to Blender to have a go at texturing it. So all we're going to do is go to File, Export, File Type, FBX or OBJ. Both will work. I normally use FBX, but OBJ would work as well. So FBX, save it somewhere where you know it's going to be. Click on Export, and then we're going to jump over to Blender to have a go at texturing it. Okay, so we're inside of Blender. First thing I'm going to do is just click off splash screen, hit A to select everything, and then X to delete it. We're going to bring in our model, so go to File, Import, and we picked FBX. If SJ, I'll do it there. So FBX, and then on my desktop, I've got my Yoshi. I'm going to bring it in, and I'm going to have to zoom in because it's quite small down here. So what we're going to do, hit R to rotate it, and the minute it just goes around everywhere. Hit X to lock it in place. If I type in 90, but it's the wrong way around, so I'll just do a little minus just in the right place. I'm again going to hit R and then Z so I can rotate it around, again 90 and then minus again. It's now facing the right direction. I'm going to hit S to scale and just drag and make it a little bit bigger, like that. So I'm going to give this a save. And then what we're going to do first of all is just remove the materials we've got on there, because Blender always attaches the satin steel to it. So if you click on here, right inside down the data panel, click on materials, I can just click on that X there. Just quick way around removing all the materials. This helps you as well. Like, one, it looks nicer anyway, but two, it will also highlight. It's a lot easier to see any sort of errors or any like fillets you've missed like that. So it's a good chance to sort of look around, check how the model is looking before we start actually properly adding some textures to it. But hopefully, because we've spent a bit of time going through and adding fillets to everything, we should be okay. But you never know. Okay, so we've got our models ready to texture. So I have got that on this site here, so image color picker. All it allowed me to do was I just uploaded my own image, and then what I could do is just click on the image wherever I want the color, and it'll give me the hex code, so I can start adding a material color to it. So let's come up here, and I'm going to type in plastic. So this is using Blender Kit, which is a free add-on to add materials, among other things. I want like a plastic base, which I can find. There is a Lego one, but I wasn't a big fan of it. So that's plastic base that I quite like. Plastic base. There you go, let's take this one and drag it on there. And at the minute, nothing has changed because we are still in viewport shading. If I click on here to get material preview, what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to take this material here, up here, go to shading, and we get these. Now I'm going to tidy this up a little bit. So view area, I'm just going to close that area. I'm going to drag this over a bit. View area, close, and this one here, I'm going to go to viewport, zoom in, and go to material preview like that. So this basically is the setup of the materials, and this gives us a preview of what it's going to look like. So if you zoom in, what we're looking for when you get these materials, because you can edit them, is anything that sort of gives it its colour. So we've got our colour picker there. So I'm going to do this as the green first of all. So let's find the hex code for our green. I'm going to copy that across. I'm going to click on hex and type in B like that. And then same thing, I can just, because I've already made that material now, I can go up here. But I am actually going to call that green plastic, so we don't forget. And just work our way around all the bits that we want it to have. I was checking the reference image because there's a few. Green's the main colour, but then there is a little bit of red and a little bit of white and some orange in there as well. Getting the right colours. Okay, so that's everything that we want to be green. So next, let's still add this material on here, but I'm going to click on this button here to turn it into another new, like an additional material, duplicate it, call that red plastic, and I'm going to grab this red hex code, like that. And we also want these two to be red as well. And then we want a white, so let's take this and we'll do the same thing. Let's take the green plastic, but duplicate it, call that white plastic. It's not quite white, it's a bit off grey sort of thing, so let's take it like that. Make sure we've not missed any. And then we want the feet to be orange, so I'm going to take that again, take a green one, let's duplicate it, call it orange plastic, let's grab our hex code. Okay, so we've got the basic setup of our material, but what we want to do is we want to unwrap it. So at the minute it doesn't quite look right, so I'm going to select everything. In fact, first of all, we're going to go to UV editing, zoom in, I'm going to go back to our material preview, and then I'm going to hit A to select everything and press Tab to go into edit mode. Now I'm going to go to UV and Cube projection. If you zoom in, you see that's now made like the grains of the plastic a little bit more. We can make those bigger if we want to, but the whole point of unwrapping is that you tell Blender how you want the material to actually like wrap around the object. So if I take that, it's saying that's what it looks like, and you do that for each body like that. But we've already done it all in one go, and then what I can do is hit A, unwrap, so it's got not space like that. And it's a bit harder to tell in plastic. If you've got something like a wood where you've got like a grain, it matters a little bit more. But you can sort of see we've got grainy bits there, which you might not want. So what you might choose to do is grab everything, around until you're happy with it. So let's UV cube project. We'll probably leave it like that. Let's go to layout. So we also want to have Lego written at the top, so we can do that quite easily. So I'm going to come to the top view. So I don't know what this key is called. It's the one above the tab key. So I'm going to go to top, Shift A, let's go to text, which is up here. Now we want this, hit tab to edit it. I'm going to type in Lego. what we want Lego fonts. So I've downloaded that, so you can just go on Google and type in Lego fonts, and then under fonts, under my downloads, I've got Lego there. Now, obviously, that is way too big, so we can hit S to scale it down. G to grab it, and Z to move up. Up to the top view. We want to make that solid. So if we come to modifiers, generate, go to solidify, give that a bit of thickness, like that. And I can G and Z and bring it down just so it's sitting on the top. Make sure there's no gaps. And then add our green material, like that. Shift D to duplicate, and just move it across, like that. So we then want to, I've got a few decals to sort of do the eyes and the nostrils. So let's grab this here, Shift A, I'm going to go to image as decal. If you haven't got this, it's because it's an add-on. I'll put a link to the add-on in the video description for you. So I've then got, where it sits on my desktop, and reference images, got these eyes, R, Z, 90, let's scale it down, G and Z. So I made these in Photoshop because I couldn't quite find what I was looking for on Google, which is fine. Front, G, Z. Let's make it a bit taller. Something like that. Maybe a little bit taller actually. Like that. And then we've got our nostrils, so I'm going to go Shift A. Let's go to image as decal again. And then we've got one nostril, RZ 90. S to scale. I'll make sure I get this right around. So we just want to make that a bit smaller still. G, Z to bring up. G, Y to bring forwards. Okay, we want to rotate that over. S to scale. And rotate slightly. And let's just mirror that across. Mirror. Let's Shift D, sorry. And then mirror. And move it over. Like that. I might want to be a bit closer, so let's. Like that. There you go. So modeling side of things, texturing side of things done. So let's give that a save. I'm actually going to select all of it and hit M to go to move to collection, and click new collection and call this green Yoshi. That's all in one part. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one and duplicate selection. And I'm going to call this blue Yoshi. And let's grab all of it, G, X to move over. I'm just going to change the colours, so I'm going to get the blue colour that we want. So let me just get a reference, all the hex codes for those. So the blue we want Let's take this. I'm going to hit duplicate, call this blue plastic. Go back over to shading. Get that hex like that. And then I'm just going to change that to blue for all of these. So the white bit's going to stay white, the red's going to stay red, but the feet are also going to be purple as well. So we'll change that as well. Oh no. Okay, that's just the beat purple. Let's grab that purple hex card. Like that. And we'll make one more. We'll do that as a yellow Yoshi. So let's grab that yellow Yoshi hex card. We're going to have basically everything except green feet instead. So I'm going to take duplicate collection. Call that yellow Yoshi. Let's grab all of these. G X to move over. Let's grab this, duplicate, and call this pure plastic. Go back over to shading. Put a new hex code in. My shell stays the same color as well. It's just main body and feet are going to change. Okay, let's take that, duplicate all that. Green feet, because it's slightly different to the green. The other one. I realise I've accidentally changed the colour of this one, so let's get that. Let's go back up. There we go. So there we've got our variations. So now just go to setting it up. So I'm going to give a file, save as. Let's then go Shift A, get mesh, plane, add in a floor. Let's just scale down a little bit. Tab to go into edit mode, 2 to go into edge mode. We'll click up here, click on these. E to extrude, Z to bring up. Might scale that up a little bit more. And then gonna grab these 3 edges, Control B to bevel. Bring that bevel up a bit. Add a few more segments, and then shade smooth. So then it's a case of just sort of laying out how we want it to be. Make sure that it's not intersecting with the feet. Make sure the feet are touching the floor. So what I want to do is I'm going to sort of have it like this sort of camera view. This is going to be the main one, and we'll have the other one sort of around it. So let's grab the floor, hit H to hide first of all. And what I'm going to do is Shift A and grab a camera. That is move it to where I want, and then I can go to align active camera to view, like that. And then let's go to view, area, split, like that. So that's going to stay like this. So then with this one, I can then grab these and move around into position. So I'm moving it here, but you can still see what's going on there, which is what we want. Something like that. And then what we can do, we don't need this area anymore, view, area, close area. I want to bring back my floor, so Alt H to unhide it. I can make that quite a bit smaller now. Let's take the camera and scale it down so it makes more sense. To go back to your camera view, if you hit 0, it will go into what it should look like. Give this a file and save. I'm going to go Shift A, light. I'm just going to grab an area light, G and Z to bring it up. And now I'm going to go into rendered mode so you can see what's going on. I'm going to bring that down quite a bit. Something like that. If you've got an idea of what it's going to look like. I'm going to take this line, make it a bit smaller, rotate 90 degrees, something like that. Because then what I want to do is I'm going to take the background, go to shading, add a new material, Shift A, go to noise, just to add some bumps to the background. It's not quite high. So you see, like if I do it quite small, you get like this weird sort of texture to it. I'm going to up that quite high, like this, and then Shift A. I can do like a color ramp. I can change what color I want it to be, like that sort of thing. So you see it's like kind of grainy. I just want to make it something like that. So you can absolutely play more with the lighting as much as you want to. I'll give this file and save. So you can have more than one light. Got a spotlight, GZ, you can sort of play around. Tell you what it's look, you could even if you wanted to. I'm going to scale that down so it's smaller. There you go. So with this lighting, what we can always do is change the size of the spread like that. You can actually want to add some shadows if I come down. and change to cycles. Turn on denoise. A bit better idea of what it's going to look like. When you start playing, adding more power to your lights. You don't want to overpower it too much though. I thought that looks quite nice. Maybe I'm going to increase the noise of that. That's a lot of finer dots. And then what I may do, let's go to Shift A, empty, cube. Has to scale that down. GZ to bring it up. Let's just scale it down a bit more, just to put it around the green Yoshi. And then on my camera, so I'll get my camera view up. And what I'll do, depth of field, if I say just focus on what's in that empty, you see that it makes everything else a little bit blurry, so you can see it, and then that's the main focus each route once. And that's a case of pretty much just sort of playing around with the lights. And I said you could put like shadows and stuff in lights. So I'll take my spotlight. What you could do is go to use nodes, and if I come over to shading and turn that on so you see what's going on, I could go Shift A, type in image texture. I could add in what's called a gobo, which is basically something that's going to cast shadows. I've got loads of different gobos I might use, but let's just go something generic to begin with. Let's do like that, and I can put it into colour. Well, that one doesn't want to work for some reason. Let's try a different one. Maybe need to turn the power up. No? Oh wait, I know. There we go, so turn that down like that, so that's sort of casting a bit of a shadow. Look at that, zoom in, and you can play around. If I make that a bit bigger now, actually, with what sort of shadow you want to cast on it. There you can also give your light a little bit of colour if you want to. This all now about trial and error of just what you like the look of, what you think suits it. I didn't like that one. No, if you change your mind, so you don't want that, you could just do that if you want to. Do something like that. And then maybe I'm going to change the colour of my background slightly to make it a bit lighter. Let's something like that. Okay, so we'll stop there. So I'm going to set up for rendering. So I'm in cycles. I'm changing it to GPU rather than CPU. Would have made more sense. Give that a save. Go to render. It's going to take a bit of time to render, but we'll stop there. I'll leave this to render in the background. Well, hopefully you enjoyed following along. If you've got any questions, leave a comment down below or email me at design with Simon at outlook.com.